Hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to unbox Biotopia, an English edition of the game. And this game is for 2 to 5 players. It's for the ages 10 plus and it takes 15 to 30 minutes to play the game. And this is a card game with a lot of butterflies. So let's see what we have inside the box. And I have already made a video about the game, but that was with a Danish edition of the game. So now we're going to look at the English version. So we have rules for the game. I don't know why I have two. They look like they are the same, but apparently I have two sets of rules for the game. So we have the Red Admiral. I think it was just called Admiral in Danish. So in this game you have a lot of cards. And we have the back side of the box. And let's just see, because we also have some special cards. Let's see if we can find the special cards. Oh, this one is actually kind of hurt, this card. It has been, yeah, oh well. Let's see where we have them. We have them here. We have 5 mission cards where you will earn 2 points if you can fulfill the mission and you take the mission card during your turn. So here you can try to collect 4 different types of butterflies, 3 of the same kind. And then the player that has the most of these, they would get this card. And you can collect these 4 types to get this card, which would be worth 2 points. In this game you are trying to get up to 15 points, get the most points, but the game will end when the player reaches 15 or more points. But you have, I think it was 100 cards, and then you have these 5 mission cards. We have this Red Admiral, one type of butterfly. They don't have any special abilities. Then we have a common blue, and when this card is played, you must take one of the 3 cards in the sky. That is 3 open cards. You can then choose a card. And up here you can see how many points they're worth, and this is how many flowers you need in your garden to be able to play this butterfly. Then we have an orange tip, and when this butterfly enters the game, you may take any one card from the compost heap and put it into your hand. That is the discard pile. Then we have a brimstone. When this butterfly enters play, you draw a card from the top of the deck and immediately play it as a flower. I actually quite like this card because that will bring more flowers to your garden when you play this one. And then we have the one that has the most victory points on it. And it would also require you to have 7 flowers in your garden. And you can't use a chrysalis to flip this card. You can flip the other butterflies with a chrysalis if you have it. And then we have the meadow brown. And when you play this one, then you can draw 1 card for each of these type you have played and take it to your hand. And then we have the large white. This is the butterfly where you're going to compete about with getting the most of these types to get the card where you can get the victory point for it. That was this card you're going to fight off with these butterflies. And then we have the small tortoise shell, and for each of the cards you have, it requires 1 more flower in your garden. So the first one will cost you 3 and you will gain 1 point. The second one will cost you will have to have 4 flowers in your garden, and that would be worth 2 points, and then so on. And then we have this is sex skipper. Doesn't give you any abilities. Then we have the Camberwell Beauty. This butterfly can count as any butterfly. So if you're going to fulfill any of these where you need specific butterflies, then if you only have 3 of them, you can make this one count as any of the other butterflies. And this one will count as 2 plants. On the back side, they all have 1 plant. So when you play a card, you can play it on this side. It will count as 1 plant. It doesn't cost anything to lay down a plant like this. And on the other side, you have to have this many flowers in your garden. I mean, you have to, this will count as a flower. And on this one you have 2 flowers. And if you get Sunshine, then you can discard this card and draw 3 cards to your hand. Then we had some more of these. Then we have Chrysalis. If you play this card down, then you can flip over a flower card that has a butterfly on it. And you don't have to have this many flowers when you do so. So if you play this to the discard pile, you can flip one of your butterflies to the other side. I think we have seen all the different kinds now. These cards, they're sticking a little bit together. They are not as smooth as with other cards. I really think this is a fun, good little simple game. But I wish they had made a little bit better quality of the cards. But then I guess the game would have been more expensive than if they had done so. Well, this is all you're going to get in this game. A lot of cards with beautiful butterflies. I like the illustrations they have made. And that was my unboxing of Biotopia. I will make sure to make a link in the description for my video where I come with my impression of the game, and I also go over the rules for the game.